Good afternoon. Unfortunately, I am not able to be here today, so you are going to watch the notes and do examples in your book. The notes that we're going to take, we will fill out on Squid tomorrow, so don't worry about copying them, just pay attention. The first thing I want to do is go over a couple of your homework answers. So the first one I'm going to go over is number 3. So if we take a look at number 3, the most common mistake with number 3 is it says 3 minus 8c. However, this 3 is positive. Therefore, the opposite of positive 3 is to subtract 3 from both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0, but that leaves me with negative 8c equals 32. I then need to divide both sides by negative 8, and c equals negative 4. Again, a similar example to that is number 6, where this is minus 3. So the opposite of minus 3 is to add 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0, so that leaves me with negative 6x equals 12. Divide both sides by negative 6, and x equals negative 2. The next page of answers, again, reminder with notes on the computer. If you need to pause, please feel free to do so. So the next one I want to take a look at are 9, 10, and 11. These ones are confusing, even though they're really not as difficult as they appear to be. These are fractions. 12 over 1 can be written as a whole number. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put it over 1, and then I'm going to cross multiply. So I have 12 times 5 equals 1 times a minus 4. That gives me 60 equals a minus 4. The opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. So 64 equals a. Again, on number 10, I'm going to put negative 4 over 1, and I'm going to cross multiply. So 1 times n plus 3 is n plus 3. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. Subtract 3, and n equals negative 35. Again, on 11, I put negative 2 over 1. I cross multiply, and I get negative 20 equals 6 plus z. This is a positive 6, so I subtract 6. I get negative 26 equals z. Number 12, the answer is 140. Number 12, you take into account, he wants to put new carpeting in the room. How many square feet should he order? So you need to find the area. In order to find the area, I need to find out how much C is. And so to find C, what I'm going to do is I know that this side is 14. I do 5 plus 3C equals 14. I subtract 5 from both sides. 3C equals 9. Divide by 3. And C equals 3. Which means this is 6 times 3 minus 8. Which is 18 minus 8, so it's 10. So the area 10 times 14. So what words mean? So the important thing today is add. We're going to add when it says sum, more than, increase, greater than. Again, we'll write these down in our Squid notes tomorrow. Subtract is difference, less than, subtracted from, decrease. Multiply, the most important word is of. Of always means times. Times, product, divide, quotient. And then a biggie is always equals. So now what I want to do is turn in your book to page 130. Again, we'll write those notes down tomorrow. There are 3 steps to writing a 2-step equation. First of all, we always read the situation. It's describe the situation, use the most important words. Define a variable. This is where you're going to say let x equal whatever. And then translate your verbal into the equation. So next, the examples. So it says 8 less than 3 times the number is negative 23. So they said let n equal a number. So I'm going to do 8 less than, so that means minus 8. 3 times the number is 3n, is negative 23 is that. Next example, 13 is, so that's 13 equals 7 more, so that's plus 7. 1/5 of a number is 1/5. Now we're going to do some examples. So it's the got it. So example A. It says 15 equals 3 more than 6 times a number. So the first thing I need to do for A is I need to let x equal a number. You have to always tell me that. Now, 15 equals is 15 equals 3 more than. So that's 3 plus 6 times the number is 6x. That's writing the equation. Now, I also want you to solve the equations you write if you can. So to solve this one, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Get 12 equals 6x. And divide both sides by 6, and 2 equals x. Please pause the video, try B and C, and then come back. So I hope you've tried on your own. We're now going to talk about B. So it says 10 increased by a quotient of a number and 6 is. So again, we're going to let x equal a number. And then 10 increased, so that's 10 plus a quotient of a number and 6. So quotient means divide, so that's x over 6 is 5. So that equals 5. All I'm doing is translating the words they give me into an equation. Now I'm going to solve that. I start by subtracting 10 because I always start farthest away from x. 10 minus 10 is 0, so that gives me x over 6 equals 5. This is division, so the opposite is to multiply, or I can always cross multiply at this point. I get x equals 3. Letter C. Says the difference between 12 and 2/3 of a number is 18. So again, I'm going to let x equal a number. Says the difference between 12 and 2/3 of a number. So that means I'm doing 12 minus 2/3 of a number is 2/3 x. And then, of course, the magical part is 18 equals 18. You solve this one. This 12 is positive, so the opposite is minus. So I subtract 12. I get negative 2/3 x equals 6. To eliminate a fraction, remember we multiply both sides by the reciprocal. That gives me x equals negative 9. Remember, you can pause these if I'm going too fast and rewind. So, letter D. The current temperature is 54. It is expected to rise 2.5 degrees each hour. And how many hours will it be? 84. So, our current temperature is 54. That's what we're going to start with. And then the temperature is rising. So, that means it's increasing. So, it's increasing at 2.5 each hour. So I'm going to let h equal hours, and then it goes up 2.5 degrees each hour. So that means I'm going to multiply 2.5 times 8. And I want to find out when it is 84. So now I solve. I subtract 54. I get 2.5h equals 30. Divide both sides by 2.5. I get 12 hours. You should always label the units if it's a problem with units. Please try these on your own, write them down, copy them down. So that is the end of our notes. For the rest of class, I want you to work on your homework, which is page 133, numbers 1 through 8, 11 and 18. I want you to write the equation and solve. Your CR is due tomorrow. Have a good day.